Hello everyone. So this is the class about our new sequence called Spies. So this is the correction about the work you had to do on Kingsmen, the film, and what do real people, real spies, think about the film Kingsmen. So I hope you watched the trailer and that you enjoyed the films. So I really encourage you to watch the films if you haven't, because it's quite funny. Right, so in your work, you had to answer the question about what is Quora. So Quora is a question and answers forum. So it was the second solution, and it's a forum where people can ask questions and other people give answers, and sometimes you can also share your opinion. Okay, so we did the question about Quora. Then you had three different comments, three different interventions of people. So, and you need to know if the comment is globally positive or negative. So here, the first one is both positive and negative. It's the comment of a real spy who is proud to be a spy, but she or he admits that there are some drawbacks or problems or dangers that he has to face. So it's both positive and negative. The second comment is really negative because the tone it's a sarcastic tone. He makes fun of the questions and is really sarcastic and ironic. And the last one is positive. Sorry, so I made a mistake. It's positive about the film because he compares the spies in the film to a real spy who was Commander Ian Fleming. So Commander Ian Fleming was a real spy and also an author. So Ian Fleming is this person. So he was an English spy. He worked in the naval intelligence as a naval intelligence officer during the Second World War and was the boss of different units, different intelligence units. So he was really a spy, and he was also the writer, and is the writer of the different James Bond. So here you can maybe recognize some title of James Bond in films that you have seen, but at the origin, James Bond is a series of books, lots of books. And you've got maybe you know the film GoldenEye, and GoldenEye was the name of a real mission that so Commander Ian Fleming had to be in charge with. So that was the little cultural background to help you to understand the last comment. So the next exercise you had to do is to complete who says this. So the author is a spy. So it's the first comment anonymous. So if you take the text, that's what I underline. I work for some agency I cannot name. So he is a spy, a real spy. Sorry. Then the author makes fun of the question. So it's the second one, mega geek. We said that he's really sarcastic, and that's why he makes fun of the question which is asked. I'm not too sure that a real spy would answer a question like this. Okay, so don't forget to underline what I underline, because this is the justification of your answer. Then the author thinks fiction and reality are connected. So this is the last one. So the sentence, I think there are many bases in reality. So this is the justification, the quote. Then the author gives an example based on his life. So this is the first one. So the quote. in real life, we don't even get a gun. So he compares the real life and the film. Next, the author answers the question. So what you have to remember is what was the question. The question was, what do real spies think about the movie Kingsman? So he's the only one to really answer the question because he says, this is the funniest spy movie I have ever seen. And finally, the author doesn't answer the question. So this is the second comment. The second comment, and it's the same quote. I'm not sure that a real spy would answer a question like this. This can be a justification to the answer. So now you were asked to say what are the different advantages of being a spy and what were the drawbacks of being a spy. Drawbacks is the contrary of advantages. So in the first comment, the drawbacks, we're going to start by the drawbacks, so the negative aspect of his life. So it's what I underline or highlighted in pink. So take another color. So here you've got this idea of boring job. So this is not as exciting as we could expect. And also you've got really an idea of danger, a really dangerous job where you can face death or torture or trial or imprisonment. So here, so this is not adventurous because either you can get killed, you can be put on trial. A trial is when you go to a court and where a judge says that you are guilty or innocent. You can be considered as a terrorist. And what is really specific to a spy is that if you are discovered as a spy, if you can't hide your identity anymore, if people discover that you are a spy and that you are spying on another country, then the country of origin, your country, is going to abandon you because they can't admit that you spied on an other country. So so as a consequence, being a spy, you need to do big sacrifice, and you can die. And moreover, he says that when you die, you don't always get the gun salutes. It means you don't get a ceremony where your courage is celebrated and honored. So this is the real all the drawbacks of being a spy in the first comment. In the second comment, so you've got this idea that as a spy, you can't say that you are a spy, and your life is always going to be a secret for people and even for people you love. So it's a secret life and you can't tell anyone about this. So you need to keep lots of things for you and you can't share with your friends, with your loves, with your family. In the third comment, there is no drawbacks. So now if we talk about the advantages of being a spy. So this is in yellow, so you can't really see, but I will help you. So the advantages is that, so you need to hide your identity. So it can be both an advantage and a drawback, but here it's more positive because he says that it's a bit exciting, it's a bit adventurous, and yes, it can be fun. Okay, you can keep secrets from everyone. And the second advantage is that we never run cashless. Cashless is cash is money. Less is this idea that you don't have money. So here he says that you have money, you have lots of money to work undercover and to do your mission. So this can be positive. In the second comment, there is nothing positive, we said. And in the last comment, so here, by giving the example of Ian Fleming, who worked as a naval reserve officer in the Secret Intelligence Service, he tries to show that the life of a spy can be exciting and full of discovery and full of action. So this is more the general comment which says this and not a precise quote. So now I'm going to show you the lesson that you need to write for next time. So if I found it. So here it is. So this is the lesson that you have to write. So you take your copybook. This is the second lesson of this sequence. The first one was the anticipation, and this is the second lesson. So I'm going to comment. So it's a lesson about the relation between reality and fiction, between films and real spy, as we have seen. So realities, sorry, it's a mistake first. Reality can influence fiction, even if films or books are not entirely true to reality. Okay, so you take your red pen, your highlighter, and your ruler. Okay, nothing problematic here. The life of spies in films is adventurous, as they do some impressive, astonishing stunts. So here, as is a synonym of since and a synonym of because. This idea of stunts is the idea of cascade. Okay, impressive, astonishing is this idea that it's wow, extraordinary. The characters have a very exciting life full of action and discoveries because they need to work undercover to hide their identity. Mistake again. Okay, so no real problem here. What can be problematic is to work undercover. It's this idea of being a spy, of having a secret life, a double life, and of not revealing your identity. And not, yes. Yet it is a life of sacrifice because they take risks to protect their country from international threats. So yet, a link word that you need to box. Yet is the synonym of but to create an opposition. So here we oppose the films. The films, how the life of spies is represented in films, and the reality. That's why we need an opposition between fiction and reality. Yet it is a life of sacrifice because they take risks to protect their country from international threats. What you have to remember is this idea: you protect someone from something dangerous. This idea of from is this idea of making this danger away from the person you want to protect or the country you want to protect. In case the spy gets caught, he can face prison, death, torture. So here a new link word, in case, it's the same as if, right? So we imagine a situation and we imagine the consequence of this situation. In case if the spy gets caught is the same as being arrested or the identity being revealed. He can face prison, so he can go to prison, he can face death, torture. But both in fiction and in realities, the spies are proud of their country and loyal to it. So, but opposition, and here we're going to say what is common between fiction and reality. Both means this idea of two. So, a common point of fiction and reality. The spies are proud, so you understand, proud of their country and loyal to it, so they don't betray the country, and they stay connected with the country. There is fiction.